Well, good morning. Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Wolak. We're here each and every day at 8 a.m. for your viewing and listening pleasure as we begin and as we continue this journey about self-discovery, about discovering the power that is within us, about discovering the fact that we're not victims unless we choose to be victims, the power that we have the ability to question everything. And everything is there for us to question. It's not for us to blindly accept. We were not brought in as sheep. We were not brought here to go bah, bah, and follow whatever anyone tells us. No, we were given a brain to think for ourselves. And today, what really hit me this morning was the idea that we can change any experience that we're having. We can change any experience we're having by simply changing the way we perceive it. How we perceive something is our experience. It doesn't matter what it is. We can change it by looking at it through different eyes, through a different focus, through a different lens. The key thing is, could you change it and look at it through the eyes of the divine? You have a third eye. That's what we call the eyes of the divine. And the divine eye sees what? It sees everything in balance. It doesn't see contrast. It sees that everything is in balance because the divine has nothing to compare against because the divine is infinite. And when you're infinite, everything is you. You are it. It's not a you. I'm using you anthropomorphically. But I don't know how else to talk about it. You notice I referred to it as it, not as he or not as she, because it's not a he or a she. He or she would imply that it's one-sided. That's not true. So you can't even speak about it and try to define it because it is impossible to do. But here's what I know is that if there is an infinite, I believe there is, there's nothing for it to compare itself to, so there's no judgment. So then what is love if there's no judgment? Love is the acceptance of things as they are. That's love. And I see, Donna Joy, you changed your name on your Facebook page. Way to go. Now you're really in integrity there, girl. I love that. So this idea of our perception. Here's a quick way to look at it. If you get a letter in the mail and the return address on the letter says the Internal Revenue Service, does your butt pucker? Yeah. I got one a week ago on Friday. Said I owed $5,000. I said, must be wrong. I have a great accountant. I looked at what they did. I know that what they did was right. So I went through the process. And then I realized after talking with another financial person that there was something missing from my return. So I sought it out. I found it. I gave it to the accountant. So I had a meeting yesterday with my accountant scheduled at 4:00. I walk in. We shook hands, said, how are you doing? He says, I'm doing great. This piece of paper you sent me, we're done. He says, I'm writing a letter this weekend. I'll send it to you on Monday. Everything is good. All the information we need. It was done. My perception was that the IRS challenging me was just an opportunity to prove that we were right, not to go into fear. And see, that's what's happening today. We tend to be going into fear on just about everything. Do you notice that? If you're watching the news, reading the news, all they do is use fear over and over and over. I'm sorry. I choose not to be influenced by fear. And I'm going to say good morning to Rodney, Donna, Joy, Annette, Karen, Shereel, Kai. I'm so grateful for all of you out there. You know, Rodney says, I love these messages. Hell, Rodney, I love these messages. I get to talk. I get to explore ideas with you. For me, this is like a session in gratitude. That's what it is, a session in gratitude. Nicole says, when I switch from contacts to glasses, my perception of the world change. I only wear one contact, but glasses fix both. Isn't that interesting? How just simply that changed everything? I know that I need reading glasses. So I have these glasses on right now so I can read your messages. If I didn't have these glasses on, I couldn't read your messages. But I have some glasses that I can wear in public so that I can see far and I can see close. And here's what I know. When I wear those glasses, life is so much clearer. So take that and apply that if you changed your perception. In other words, this is really great, Nicole. Think about this. We have a perception that life is this way, so we're looking through one eye. What about if we opened the other eye and saw that there was another side? We would see the fullness of life. Instead, we're only seeing one side of life. That's what's happening out there. People are only seeing one side of life, and they're becoming polarized to that side, and that polarization divides us. When in reality, there's only one side. You see, to gain power over another person or groups of people, you must divide them. United, no one can have power over you. Isn't that an interesting thing? And there's no power over you when you see that the world is imbalanced. In other words, if something happens to a person in your life, at the moment something happens to that person, you have to ask yourself this question. Where am I now being supported where that person once supported me? Because immediately when someone leaves your life, someone else or more than one will fulfill that void. Why? The universe cannot tolerate a void. It doesn't allow it. There's never a void in the universe. It's only our perception that there's a void. But there's never a void. It makes a microscope difficult, but microscope reveals a whole different tiny world most don't see. Yeah, there's infinite worlds out there. And Donna Joy says she loves the message. Thank you. I appreciate that. And all I'm doing is I'm speaking from my heart. I'm speaking from what I've studied. I'm speaking from what's being called from me to say. I don't plan these daily things. I sit and it comes out. I'm blessed with, I have a gift. And I'm grateful that I discovered that gift because it gives me great joy to share my message with you. And I'm not trying to tell you I'm right. I really want you to understand, I don't know what's right or wrong for anyone. Only that person knows what's right for anyone. I don't know. I have no clue. I know what's right for me in this moment. Not forever. In this moment, I know what's right for me because I change. I changed. Sandra Lynn says, thanks, Lee. Missed meditation this morning. Ugh. Well, Sandra Lynn, don't go ugh. You chose to miss meditation, and it's okay. You don't have to make it every day, but it was a choice because you chose to do something different, or you chose not to remember. No judgment here. You know why I can't judge? Because if I do that, I'm not loving. Anytime there's judgment, there's loving. There's not love. And the world needs to have less judgment right now. and to realize everyone's exploring. Everyone's exploring, trying to find out what's real for them. Here are the two things that people want more than anything right now. I'm going to tell you the secret. I hope you're ready for this. If I hit it on the head, I want you to tell me yes in the comments section. Here's the secret. People are searching for two things. One is meaning, and two is connection. We are seeking meaning for our lives, and we are seeking connection in our lives. If that resonated with you, tell me. Let me know. I'm waiting. There's one. I got a yes out there. I got another yes. I got another yes. Oh my God, yes, and a yes. They keep coming in. Look at that. There's more of you out there than I know, and you're now saying yes. Isn't that what it's about, folks? We want to know what's me. Here, let me give you a secret. Look at, they keep coming in, more and more yeses. Think about that. If you are seeking meaning and connection, we're getting connection right now, aren't we? Yep. And through questioning, are we not exploring life, which is helping us get meaning? Yes. I'm going to tell you a secret. You know what the meaning of life is? Here's what it is. To experience it. That's it. To fully experience it in our unique way. And when we can embody that, we've got the key. And then the next thing is connect with people of like mind so that you can have an experience that's conscious. Oh, I love it. Thank you all for being there today. Tomorrow, Sunday, I'll be doing meditation. If you want to be a part of my meditation group, you're welcome to. Join anytime. AgapeSpiritualCenter.com. Go to the calendar, click on the Zoom link, and you'll get there. I'm also doing an 8 o'clock thing. I don't know what we'll talk about. But tomorrow at 10:30 Central Time, I'm starting a 10-week series. And it's going to be on how to use the science of mind. The science of mind is basically what I teach from. And I'm going to go deep into it. So if you're interested, know that I'll be putting that out there. It'll be live at 10:30, but it'll be out there afterwards. I think it's time people tap into a greater power. The affirmation I used in meditation today is, I'm connected, whole, worthy, and powerful, and I live in the now. Think about that. If you embody that affirmation, your life will be transformed. Until tomorrow, know that I love you and I accept you as you are. Have a great day, everyone. Aloha.